time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go in Cincinnati. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Joe showed yet again, when healthy, and this guy is an MVP caliber player. He was a stat monster. Almost 5,000 yards passing and 43 touchdowns, and really elevated a Cincinnati team, especially defensively with a lot of flaws, right to the precipice of the playoffs.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the keeper, it's Burrow. And he cuts it back right. And he takes it down to the 33. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
First down, Burrow to throw. Brought in right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
10 more yards. Complete to Andre Yosivaj. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Burrow out of the shotgun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
And on fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson from the left hash, 34 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Maybe just a little disappointing with that good field position that it didn't yield a touchdown, but they moved the ball well, and you got 3 on that scoreboard.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a 3rd MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on third down and finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Burrow now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Putting a receiver in motion. Burrow. Sheds off a rusher. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending first and 10. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's first and 10. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter first and 5. On the keeper, it's Burrow. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in their defensive minds that the QB can run at any time.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
No gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at fourth and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
McPherson's kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Now Jackson on third down. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First down from the 42. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. This is Henry on second. And they take him down right along the 30. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 7.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Changing it up here, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. He's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it, because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Jackson now on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Oops, knocks it through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Samaje Perine on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Burrow back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Now Burrow. And he just got it away for the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. We've got a 6-3 ball game. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Baltimore running its offense out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Complete to number 7, Rashad Bateman. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. From the gun, Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
First down, here's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Jackson's going to throw again. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12. To the air on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up fourth and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Play action now. Burrow. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I don't mind that play-action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Burrow's going to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Burrow on first down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Burrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. One play action here. Burrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 13, Ravens 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ali to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They're down 10 as they take over. We've got a 13-3 ball game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Now Jackson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last two drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down now, ball at the 33. Brown on the inside give. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Burrow. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback. He's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3. Nobody's open. And then, bam! Sack lunch.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is going to be a 46-yarder. McPherson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more from Paycor Stadium on the other side. Now Jackson on 3rd down. This one's to Andrews outright. And he reaches the 35 before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
On first down, Jackson. Looking slant route, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jackson yet again. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The 24-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
4 yards.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Give on seconds. It's Brown. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Burrow. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals push the lead to 20.
Ravens 3.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Motion the slot man right. He'll throw it. Completed to Flowers. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw it. Throwing this for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens narrow the lead entering halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens drop the lead back to 13.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ali to return it. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. Now Jackson off the play action. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. This one left for Lamar. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. The pass ball is incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there.
Downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still 1st down.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
After the incompletion, 2nd down call's ready. Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He finds fans. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Brought in.
Burrow's pass. Complete to Jamar Chase. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Anticipating the pass. Defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. It's Burrow. Looking for an open man. This one misses the tight end. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ali to return it. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Another Baltimore first down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
1st down, here's Lamar. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Battle with the INT. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati.
His first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick 6.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch the lead to 23.
Ravens 10.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Ali to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Baltimore.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw for Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Jackson to throw it. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Brown. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for them now, following the penalty. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's Brown again. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Brown quick on the draw here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. So we're through 3 here. It's Bengals football, Brock, and they have got to be happy about the lead that they have built so far. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Finds Chase on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A pickup of 17. And the Bengals have a first down.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Burrow. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Nate Wiggins has got it. He's at the 30. The 10. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore off the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
All right, going to get a 2-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up.
The Ravens will
One of the tight ends in motion left.
Conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he reaches the end zone on that 2-point try, Brock. This is going to cut it to a 2-score game now. Down 15.
Ravens 18.
All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again
They got
and
it. Come on
again.
now.
But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Tyler Luke
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, this is Pirine. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And fortunately, Brock, they built a nice little buffer so that pick 6 doesn't hurt them too much. They're still ahead by 2 scores.
No, but this is where that mistake, really comes into play with your risk tolerance. And not only the quarterback, but this play caller as well. I'm anxious to see how he plays this out.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Burrow to the air now. To the left side, and Gesicki has it. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
From the gun, they get to Brown. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
1st and 10 from the 43. On the keeper, it's Burrow. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing is Burrow. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they get this down to the 28. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. 1st and 10.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This gets the 1st and more. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Brown on 1st and goal. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Burrow from the gun. Escapes the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Ridiculous, take him out!
What are you doing? Were they even paying attention?
Lock, game's not over. Why you giving
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. A very short kick here from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ali to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. That throw looking for LeJontay Western. So 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now, after delivering that ball, we see some discomfort out there. So here come the trainers to take a look at him. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Across the line, he's going to run for it. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it! And he's going to scoop up his own fumble, so the offense still in chase mode as they keep possession.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. On the ground, Brown. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the
They were nice enough to give you a shorter first down to begin the drive. It'd be kind of rude, right, Kate? Not to accept the gift and immediately move those chains.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Makes the catch. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
That penalty is declined.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
Bengals 43, Ravens 18.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
From the pistol, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Running once more with Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar back to throw. He set up the screen for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And this one does not go far.
Complete.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
38-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Play action now with Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson's going to throw again. Connects on the crosser. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one.
That's good.
And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And he sails that one over the end zone.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Jackson yet again. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.